She's got that look. She's got that style. She's got that conversation that makes you want to stay for a while. She's the All-American Woman. All-American Woman. Hoping that everyone has a happy and healthy Veterans Day. I wanted to talk to you guys about Veterans Day and a lot of the other holidays and recognition days that we have to honor military members and former military members. But I specifically wanted to talk to you about Veterans Day today because some people kind of get mixed up, if you're a civilian especially, who veterans are. Veterans are any person that served in any armed forces and no longer serve in armed forces. They're not active duty any longer. Active duty means that they're still serving in the military. So when we celebrate Veterans Day, we're actually celebrating those former soldiers or airmen or Marines, whatever the case may be. We're celebrating those fellow armed forces members that are no longer in the military. And the reason I bring this up is because they're sometimes forgotten if they're not active duty and they're not retired. Those veterans that fall in between that. If they're not wounded warriors, if they're not active duty in serving in the military, if they're not retired. Because even retired military members, they're veterans as well. Retired military members are veterans, but civilians, when they have these big, like the restaurants, they have these big celebrations, or say, come into our restaurant and we'll give you a free meal if you're a veteran or a military member, which is really great. I mean, that's just a nice gesture to do. Or I will give you 10% off of something if you're a military member, specifically on Veterans Day. I'm not saying that the military, active duty military members shouldn't be celebrated. That's not what I'm saying at all, because they're still on active duty. And if you want to celebrate the military members, active duty military members, that's a wonderful thing. What I'm saying is that those members that are out of the military are the actual veterans, and those are the ones that get forgotten. Because since it's specifically for the veterans, let's try to actually celebrate and honor some veterans on that day. There are many days throughout the year that we celebrate specific military members and former military members. And I just want to go over them. Now, I may not name them all because I'm trying to stay under 5 minutes. But if I do not name them all, please share them with me. Because some, even as I was doing my research, I found some that I had never heard of before as well. You know, I don't know everything. But here we go. So in February, we have what's called For Chaplains Day. Now, chaplains are the members of the military. They could be priests, they could be rabbis, they could be whatever religion that most military members are, or whatever religion that a military member worships. There should be a chaplain available for that person. Chaplains Day is to honor the 4 U.S. Army chaplains who gave their lives to save others when the troop ship USAT Dorchester sank during World War II. And I just found out about this one when I was doing my research. I didn't know there was such a thing as For Chaplains Day. So I think that's a beautiful thing. And chaplains should be honored because, all right, that's on the 3rd of February. The 19th of February is Coast Guard Reserve birthday. Okay, in March we have the 3rd, which is the Navy Reserve's birthday. The 5th, which is the Seabees' birthday, which also falls under the Navy. The 13th of March, which is K-9 Veterans Day, and this has been celebrated since 1942. And this is the official birthday of the U.S. K-9 Corps, and that's another one I just found out about. I love that one. And on the 29th of March is Vietnam Veterans Day. And that's a specific Veterans Day for members that served in Vietnam. And I did not know that was a thing either, but wow. Okay. So then in April, we have the 14th, which is the Air Force Reserve's birthday, and the 23rd, which is the Army Reserve's birthday. In May, we have National Military Appreciation Month, which is the whole month of May, and that's to celebrate all military members in all forms of the armed forces. Okay, on the 1st of May, we have Silver Star Service Banner Day, and this is to honor our wounded, ill, and dying military personnel by participating in flying a Silver Star banner. Beautiful. I did not know that existed either. Wow, I'm learning a lot. I learned a lot when I was doing my research. Okay, the 21st of May is Armed Forces Day. And that again, like National Military Appreciation Month, which is also in May, um, is to celebrate and recognize and honor all members of the military in the different armed forces. Okay. And then we have Memorial Day. Memorial Day is set aside to recognize all those that have died in military service. All right. And then let's go to June. June 6th is what is considered D-Day. And this is the anniversary of the World War II Allied invasion in Normandy, France. So I'm sure everybody, well, most have heard of D-Day. And then on the 14th of June is the Army's birthday. The 23rd of June is the Coast Guard Auxiliary's birthday. And when I say auxiliary, they're an extension of the Coast Guard. This is a part of the armed forces that's an extension of the Coast Guard. And then in July, we have the 29th of July, which is the anniversary of the Army Chaplains Corps. Okay. Then we go on to August. The 4th of August is the Coast Guard's birthday. And the 7th of August is the Purple Heart Day. And this honors the men and women who have been wounded or killed in military service. And that's for the Purple Hearts. Okay. And the 16th of September is POW and MIA Recognition Day. And this is to remember those that are missing in action or that are prisoners of war. And that's on the 16th of September. The 18th of September is the Air Force's birthday. October the 13th is the Navy's birthday. All right. And then we have November. The 10th of November is the Marine Corps' birthday. The 11th of November, we all know, is a Veterans Day. Now, some may or may not know that before it was considered the Veterans Day, it was considered Armistice Day. And this was initially done to honor those who died or were injured in World War I. And later on, it became known as Veterans Day, and it was done to recognize all members that have served in the military. Served as meaning no longer serve or no longer active duty. Okay. And then we have December the 1st, which is the Civil Air Patrol's birthday. And this is an auxiliary of the U.S. Air Force. Got a couple of more. The 13th of December, which is the National Guard's birthday. The 17th of December, which is National Wreaths Across America Day. And this is an annual laying of wreaths in veterans cemeteries across the nation. That is pretty much all of them that I have. And I just want you to keep them in mind, and I'll keep them in mind too. But like I said before, you can celebrate, honor, recognize a armed forces member any day of the week. It is a voluntary position. Yes, they're getting paid for it, but they're getting paid to do one of the scariest, toughest, most unpredictable jobs in America. Because one day you could be at a desk, one day you could be in the States doing your job. The next thing you know, you're overseas protecting another country, fighting another country. You never know. So, yeah, our military members deserve to be celebrated, honored, recognized any day of the week. So, thank you for your time. And I hope everyone enjoys their Veterans Day and recognize a veteran today. Let's not forget them because there's so many of them. Some homeless, some sick, and because they no longer wear the uniform and they don't have the card, they go unrecognized. So let's remember them, the real veterans. Thank you.